What's up? This is D, aka Big D of Big D's Fitness Equipment here in San Antonio, Texas. And today we're going to cover some training concepts. So the first thing we're going to cover today is how to properly do a selectorized machine chest press. And from there, we're going to cover how to do a selectorized machine seated row. And then from there, I'm going to talk how to do a proper military press on a selectorized machine. And then finally, we'll finish with a bicep and a tricep exercise. So follow me. All right, so what we have here is a machine selectorized chest press. So the first thing I'm gonna do is simply select my weight. And since this is gonna be the very first set, I don't wanna start too heavy. I wanna start with something that I can get some blood flow going with. So something fairly light. And so what I'm gonna do is select about 100 pounds. And my seat adjustment is already selected, so I'm basically just making sure that I'm not too high or too low. And rule of thumb with this is you want the handles here to be equal with your shoulders. Now that I'm in position, I can take an overhead press position, keep my back firmly against the pad, feet planted on the ground against the floor, and now I can actually chest press straight out. So come back nice and controlled and explode out. Nice and controlled and explode out. Also, what I'm trying to do at the top of the motion at the contraction is really squeeze my pecs together, control it, and squeeze my pecs together. So that's number 4. 5, we're gonna go to 15. All right, the next exercise is gonna be the seated row machine for your back. It's gonna work a lot of your trapezius, which is actually 2/3 your back. Very important for posture. So with that said, I'm going to start by adjusting the seat. There again, make sure I'm not too high or too low. I've got my pad adjustment here. And what this is going to help me do is control my range of motion. So I'll make sure I get a good range of motion. So now that I got that in position, I'm good to go. I can place my feet inside, keep my chest against the pad, keep my chest up. And what I'm focused on is keep my elbows as close to my body as I can as I pull back all the way. So good stretch and pull. There again, staying in control. Good stretch and pull, squeezing at the back. Getting a good stretch and squeezing at the back. That's how you do a seated row. All right, the next exercise is going to be a seated military press, seated military machine press. So there again, I'm going to make sure that my seat adjustment is right. There again, not having to be too high or too low. So once I have that position, I can go ahead and select my weight. And now that I'm in position, now I can press directly up. There again, staying in control, exploding up. There again, keep your strong 15. And that's your seated military press. All right, so the next exercise is going to be a preloaded or pre-weighted easy bar curl. So I'm going to go ahead and select my weight. I'm going to grab the bar, stand with my feet shoulder apart, back nice and straight, keep my elbows close to my sides, and I'm going to go ahead and curl it up to the top of the chest. All the way down and all the way up. All the way down and all the way up. And one of the most important things is to really squeeze the bicep at the top of the motion, controlling it down and doing it all over again. That's how you build some guns. All right, the last exercise of today is going to be your tricep push down. And I selected basically an easy curl bar attachment because of the angles. A lot of gyms have the straight bar, which is okay, but the straight bar tends to put a lot of stress on your wrist because it's a straight angle opposed to kind of a concave angle. So now that I got my attachment on there, I'm going to stand, my feet shoulder apart, back nice and straight. I'm going to go ahead and pull the weight down, locking my elbows into my sides, and push it all the way down, controlling it up just above the chest and all the way back down, and really focusing on squeezing the back of the arms. Let's go to 15. how you get big triceps. Okay, I want to talk briefly about some of the most important things that comes along with training and working out hard. And first and foremost is hydration. You want to make sure throughout the course of the day you drink plenty of water. A rule of thumb is a gallon a day. Something that makes it pretty easy. It's just getting you, a water bottle. I like to use 12-ounce bottles because you get 8 of those in at 64 ounces. So you get 4 in before, by the time you get up to lunchtime, and then between lunchtime and the time you go to bed, that's pretty easy for most people to do, just to make sure you got enough water in your system. The second most important thing is going to be protein. There's a lot of different great protein brands out there. Here's a few that are some of the ones that I like. American Bodybuilder makes one. It's called Pure Protein 50. Of course, the infamous Muscle Milk is also another all-time favorite. And then Synthesis by BSN. And these are all great tasting proteins. And traditionally, rule of thumb is you should get in a gram of protein per pound body weight. This is what's going to help heal and repair and help you build a leaner physique when you're trying to put some muscle on. And that goes for men and women. I see a lot of women shy away from protein because they think it's going to make them fat, but little do they know it's actually going to help them build more leaner muscle, which is going to help them burn more calories as well as lose more body fat and inches. The most important time of the day to take protein is going to be right after you train. Traditionally, you have an hour to 2 hours to get some protein in after you actually finish working out. But what I like to say is just have it ready to go, so as soon as you finish your last set, you can go ahead and down that protein to replenish your body and give your muscles what it needs after they've just finished performing hard work.